The phone number is 888-589-8840. We go first to Steve in Theodore, Alabama. Hi, Steve.
How you doing?
All right, brother Steve. You and Theodore's down by Mobile, right?
Yeah, it's west of Mobile.
All right. Well, listen, you want to ask or answer or both?
Well, I like to make a comment, and then I'd like to ask.
All
Okay.
right, go ahead. Comment.
All right. The comment a couple of months ago, you were talking about the largest dog.
Yes, sir, I was. My coffee was going down there. I was,
Right. Well, the largest dog in the world is the Irish Wolfhound because they're measured by their hind paws standing straight up to the top of their head, which is 10 out of 10 times. They're 7 feet tall and taller.
Is that what I said? How did I answer the question?
Well, you answered the question, the Irish Wolfhound, and then somebody else said it was a Bull Mastiff, but the Bull Mastiff is measured by girth, not by height.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay. That's good clarification there on that point. So the Irish Wolfhound
Hound.
Right.
is the largest dog. Is the dog in the world by the proper way you're supposed to measure it. I knew I was right, but I didn't want to make the caller feel bad. You know what I'm saying, Steve?
Okay.
At the time, so maybe that's wrong. I don't know, but I have to live with myself when I get off the air, and I just didn't want to shout down the
Well, if
caller.
embarrassing
That's the
callers is
soft-
wrong, you don't want to be right.
Right? That's
Yeah.
what Barbara Mandrell said. All right, Steve, well, go ahead with your question.
All right. It's a two-part question.
All right.
How many movies did John Wayne die in? And in the order in which he did, what is the name of them?
Well, it means at least two then, right?
The Alamo and the Shootist, right? The Cowboys. The man who shot Liberty Valance, Jonathan Coker, one of our producers, is speaking into my ear.
He's supposed to be a John Wayne trivia buff. So that's 4.
Did he die in The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance? Yes, he did. That's right. Yeah.
Did he die in the one with Glenn
Rooster
Campbell?
Cogburn, True Grit.
True Grit. Did he die in that one? Because he had a big shootout.
No,
at the
because
end. He didn't die in that one.
He was in a follow-up, a sequel, Rooster Cogburn, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right. Didn't die in that one either.
So
right.
4? Are they 4, Steve? Is that right? 4 movies that John Wayne died in?
No, there's 3 of them.
3.
All right, what are they?
All right. The Alamo, the Cowboys, and the Shootist.
Okay.
Okay.
The Alamo, the Cowboys. John Wayne was in the Alamo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The original,
with
yeah.
Daniel Boone.
Yeah.
Who else was in that movie?
Richard
Notoriety.
Widmark.
Richard Widmark, that's correct.
Okay.
He was Davy Crockett, wasn't he? Not Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett.
Steve,
I'm.
don't remember
I
that.
thought Davy Crockett died at the Alamo, not Daniel Boone. I think they were.
It was
they
Davy
both
Crockett.
did.
Yeah, it was Davy Crockett because he's from Tennessee.
Yeah,
Volunteer.
but Daniel Boone was previous generation, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be much help on the John Wayne
Yeah.
movies. I haven't seen any. I don't think I've seen any John Wayne movie that was made before 1969. I saw True Grit.
You're an
I saw
embarrassment.
Rooster Cogburn.
You're not an
I
American.
saw
Are you a
something
communist?
he did called Mac. No, I just didn't watch. I just have
Yeah,
no
why?
interest
Why
in
didn't
movies.
you?
No, I just don't. The movies for
John
me
Wayne
started in
has been
1969.
in the movies since the 20s, 25.
Yeah. Well,
He made over 250 movies.
And only died
Wow.
in 3 of them.
wow. That's
I
pretty
just
good.
watched the
pretty good
Quiet
ratio.
Man. Just watched
Now
the Quiet Man the other night.
he is a
It's
one-man
excellent.
argument for the Second Amendment. He's in 200 movies,
And he only
and
died
he
in
only
3.
died in 3 of them. Why? Because he had the right to keep and bear arms. That's why.
Thank you, Steve, because he was packing.
He was packing heat.
Even when he had that patch and True Grit, nobody got him.
Oh, my word. All right, James in Louisiana. Hi, James.
How are you doing today?
All right, you're in Lafayette?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Lovely
man.
Lafayette.
Lafayette, Louisiana. Hey, ask or answer, brother, or both.
I was going to do both. A comment about John Wayne. You realize that he admitted that he never acted in his life. All they did is give him the script, and he read it, learned it, and just
Oh,
So he was just
He
himself,
was
you
just
mean?
John Wayne.
that was just John Wayne.
that's
I've-
interesting.
I've always felt that like about Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner can't act.
Yeah.
All he can do is be Kevin. He's the same in every single role he ever plays.
Yeah.
It's no different.
Yeah.
Changes
That's
his
true.
uniform, but it's the same actor, same guy.
You got a point here.
Now Pee Wee Herman, now there is an actor. At least you hope he's an actor.
Anyway,
All right, brother James. You want to ask or answer? Or
I'll
both?
do both. And the first, I'll do your Snow White story about the 7 dwarfs. Can you
Yes.
name them all 7?
Who had the Snow
I
White
had
question?
Brian.
I had the
White question?
Snow White question.
What was it? What was the question? Wasn't it about the dwarfs?
Yeah,
Wore
which one of them
glasses?
wore glasses? Which one of the dwarfs wore glasses?
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah, Doc is the one.
Doc wore glasses.
Doc wore
Yeah.
glasses.
Yes, the only one.
You know, and apparently in the original Snow White story by the Brothers Grimm, the dwarfs did not have names. So Walt Disney was the one that came up with the names.
Now,
Then,
now
some-
James, are you asking us to try to name them all?
Well, that's just a curiosity. I
Well,
know
there's
I can't.
Sneezy, Dopey, Grumpy,
Rudolph. Don't
Doc.
forget Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Rudolph the
Help me out
Red-Nosed
here.
Dwarf.
Sneezy, Dopey,
Sleepy.
Grumpy.
Sleepy was in there,
Sleepy,
Grumpy
Doc.
was in there.
That's 5.
Uh,
There was attitude.
No.
What?
Dopey?
Dopey.
Boy,
Well,
I
that's-
already
that
said,
was
already
bef-
said Dope. That was before.
That was before political correctness, wasn't it?
yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Gimli. Oh, that's sorry. That's
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Go.
Anyway,
All right.
my question.
All right. Go ahead.
This January 1st, we had the 124th annual Rose Parade in Pasadena, California. Right?
Yes.
Right?
Okay, they asked a question, and I'm not sure whether you are aware of this or not. It's a 3-part question. Number 1, has the Rose Parade ever been canceled in their 124-year history? And when was the last time it rained on the parade? And the third part is the longest delay and when?
I don't know, Brian, you're kind of a Pac-10 person, aren't you?
I am guessing it was canceled at least once during World War II. The stuff about rain and delay, I don't know anything about that.
No, it has never been canceled.
That shows you how much I know. Never been
Yeah.
canceled.
That was a good guess, though. That's what I was
Last
going to say.
rain in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And the longest delay was in 1899 when it's supposed to start at 8 o'clock. It actually started at 3:45 p.m.
How come?
Earthquake.
Imagine probably because of rain.
Okay.
All right. I was thinking earthquake.
By the way,
but it-
They had
Bashful.
horses.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Another one of the 7 dwarfs is Bashful.
Bashful. There you go.
Bashful. Well, I didn't think it ever rained in Southern California, but maybe I've been lied to. All right, you're listening to the Trivia Friday. James, sorry I cut you off there, but I think we were finished. I'm Tim Wildman with Ed Tagliano and Brian Fisher on the American Family Radio Network. Playing trivia now on AFR on AFR from 10 to 11:30 Central Time on Fridays. So we look forward to
Adjust your schedule.
Yes, accordingly. What are your questions that haven't been answered, Ed?
What is the underside of a horse's hoof called? What Vikings quarterback has been called the NFL's original scrambler? And what is the longest recorded timed flight of a chicken?
I'm sorry. Every time you say that, I see a chicken trying to fly, and it just chickens.
I know this is without assistance, by the way.
All right.
This is
All
not,
right.
shot from a catapult or, or anything like that.
Now,
That's-
there's an idea.
Yeah, up and away, chicken. See how far you can fly.
That gives you
without assistance.
That gives you a peek into Ed Vitagliano's mind. I mean, what kind of a mind would even think of shooting a chicken out of a cannon
catapult?
or a catapult?
not
Well,
a cannon, catapult. I would
catapult.
be interested in that.
J.J. Jasper tells this story, true story. Y'all have heard it before. Of there's a
Learjet.
Learjet in Wichita, Kansas, and J.J. was reading a story out of the newspaper one day on the air one morning about them window testing,
Right,
and what they would do is fire chickens
right.
out of a cannon. It probably wasn't a cannon, but it was something similar to it, into the windshield of a that would be then put on an aircraft.
Yeah, to see if it could
to-
withstand hitting a bird in flight.
at 300 miles an hour,
Right.
or whatever like that. So
Now the chickens were not alive, but they weren't frozen either. So they were.
they weren't alive, nor were they frozen. Frozen probably would have gone through the windshield. Yeah, at
That would be my guess.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what that was about. That's where that originated. So there is a place somewhere in America where they do fire chickens
Yeah.
from cannons, Brian.
Okay.
It didn't just make that up.
That's
out of
right.
thin
I
air.
stand
That's
corrected.
right.
All right, what do you got, Brian, real quick?
Okay, the two that have not been answered. What sporting event takes place in a velodrome? And which Greek god, according to mythology, turned everything he touched into gold, and it turned out to be a curse? He wanted to
The Greek
turn
god
everything
did
he
that?
touched into gold, and it turned into a curse. A Greek god.
Okay.
What is the largest breed of domesticated cats? Not like a lion or tiger or something like that. That's a wildcat. I'm talking about a domesticated cat. What is the largest breed? Number 2, each eye of what creature contains approximately 30,000 lenses? And finally, what adventure tale introduced the expression yo ho ho and a bottle of rum? And we are not advocating alcohol use here by just merely
Right.
saying that expression.
Nor are we advocating walking around saying yo ho ho for that matter.
we are not, because
In fact, we're against that.
Yeah.
people look at you funny, number one. And all right, John in Pembroke, North Carolina is up next. Hi, John.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing good, brother. How are you today?
I'm blessed.
You want to ask or answer or both?
How about both?
All right, well, go ahead with your answer.
Hey, my guess on the eyes.
Okay, each eye of what creature contains approximately 30,000 lenses?
Fly.
Well, a dragonfly.
A dragonfly.
Yeah. So you were in the fly family. You were in the fly family. The dragonfly is the correct
Wow.
answer. Let's see but they have they have what is called compound eyes,
Right. Like a fly does.
like insects.
Yeah.
And so, what I want to know is, what person counted the 30,000 lenses in each eye?
Oh, I would guess somebody who's
When I got a dragonfly in front of me and I'm looking through a microscope and I get to lens number 14,307,
you're quitting.
I'm
I'm
saying I'm
done.
wasting my life here, people.
I'm going to stick this thing on the end of a hook and go catch me some dinner.
Yeah, I'm just going to make up a number and nobody will ever know the difference.
Yeah,
And that-
who's going to challenge you on that?
Oh, he was probably going, there must be 30,000 of these things.
well, write that down. I'm ready to go lunch, Bill. Anyway, what do you got for us, brother?
It's a little bit of trivia I heard, and it's a reference to dealing with the gun bans for the 20th century.
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit. Repeat the question.
Okay. It's a little trivia in reference to gun bans in the 20th century.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
Across the world in the 20th century, nations that banned guns for their citizens, in turn, eventually wind up killing a lot of their own people.
Mm-hmm.
How many people were killed in the 20th century by nations who banned guns?
Well, you're right about. I mean, that's the way you take over a people. You take away their defenses.
Well, it would have to be Russia. Would have to be
Stalin.
under Stalin. Gee, I think he killed
China. So you probably have
Mao.
communist China.
Communist China,
Hitler,
Soviet Union,
Nazis.
and Nazi Germany. I know that
That'd be the top three.
be the top three, and that's probably you're looking at maybe 170 million.
Million
If you had
people.
all them up, or
What do you-
100 million at least.
Hey, John, we're about. Go ahead and tell us the answer to that.
Right. The total answer was 56 million confirmed killed, and you also had Cambodia. You had
Yes.
I forgot off South American country in the 80s,
Uh-huh.
and some African countries. I forgot the name of them, but 56 million people died after the countries took their guns from them.
Took away their guns. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, John. Very good historical point. Thank you for calling, my friend.
Yes, sir. You gentlemen have a blessed day.
You too. When we get back, we'll go to Sarah in Georgia and Jack in North Carolina and Russell calling from Virginia. You'll all be up next right after the break. Our phone number is 888-589-8840. Trivia Friday. We shall return momentarily.